Day 59 on plan. I've got today and tomorrow on step 2, and then on Saturday when I go into hospital, I'm off plan, and intending being on off plan and working to my TDEE, which is my total daily energy expenditure, the calories I need to maintain at my current weight, for the week, because next weekend on the 6th of November we're away with my husband's company for their Christmas weekend away, and then back on plan on step 2 depending on my pain control on the Monday the 8th. So that's my plan and my intention, and that's what I'm planning for. So I'm spending yesterday I started, and today I'm finishing off my plan for exactly what I'm going to be eating over the next week. So I can't allow any of those enabling, oh, but you're off plan, have whatever you want, you can't have it from the 8th anyway, you haven't had it for 12 weeks, you've been so good, blah, 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 blah. All those sorts of mind monkeys. I'm already trying to manage that by planning very carefully. I had a real realization today that I was musing a lot about yesterday and how yesterday ended up being a step 3 day. I had a very, very busy day yesterday. I didn't stop till about 4:15, and then in quick succession I had about 3 products probably within a couple of hours, and I'm pretty convinced that what was going on for me there was I had been keeping myself, and this is a trend for me, if you've been following my videos you will see that that's one of the things that I do to cope. I'd kept myself frantically busy all day, and then when I finally stopped, what the keeping myself frantically busy was doing was it was stopping me thinking about my treatment on Saturday, which is rather unpleasant. I don't really want to think about it. It's also stopping me thinking about the fact that I'm now in constant pain all day because I'm trying really hard to stay off of my indomethacin, my second dose of indomethacin, because I love fasting and it just is something I so enjoy. And the second dose of indomethacin, if I've only lost 0.6 of a pound in the last 2 weeks, each week 0.6, then if I have a second dose of indomethacin, what's that going to do? Will that start the weight going up? At least I feel I'm stopping it from going up at the moment, by keeping it to just 1 indomethacin a day. So that means the pro quo of that is I'm on paracetamol throughout the rest of the day, and it takes the edge off of the pain, but it doesn't stop the pain at all, and it builds and builds and builds until I can take the next dose. So and I realized today that what's happening for me and what happened for me yesterday is I can't escape the thought when I've stopped being busy that, oh, okay, it's still here. This disease, this illness that I've been told I've got for the rest of my life, it's still here because I'm in pain. Whereas when I was on my 6 weeks where the treatment was sorting my pain out, I could kind of pretend that it was, obviously I know that it's something I've got for the rest of my life, but I can also pretend that it's not, and that maybe it's gone, and maybe this round it'll never come back and I'll never need to be on my painkillers until my next round of treatment. And then when the pain comes back, I'm suddenly having to almost grieve all over again, and so face the fact that this is again something that I've got for the rest of my life. Who knows? But I actually, rather than feeling really bad when I realized that, and I felt really weak and bad about going to step 3 yesterday, because I've still got these 2 more days doing step 2, or 3 more days as of yesterday. When I had that sort of reflection, and that it made me, when I realized what was going on for me, it made me come at the whole thing from a completely different angle, from total self-compassion. And it was one of those aha moments. I suddenly got it, and I just thought, you know what, it was bloody brilliant that you even managed to stick to step 3, given all of those thoughts that were going through your head. And I felt it when I realized that, I felt really proud of myself. So you know, being life and its things that it throws at us, it's going to affect our weight. But we need to have massive self-compassion for ourselves. And that way we can deal with ourselves with kindness and move forwards in a way that where when, you know, if you start beating yourself up, well, guess what you want to do? You just want to eat more. And actually, the more you eat, the more you then think, oh, I've blown it now. Whereas, and then you go and eat even more. And that thought was definitely in my head yesterday. And it was a massive fight to keep it to just those 1,000 calories. Do you know what? Even if I'd had my TDEE, and just eaten to that, that would have been bloody brilliant too, because it's still being in control. So yeah, that's my message today. Loads of self-compassion for yourselves, peeps, because it's important.